These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tees. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A first down for the offense. Start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Beckman. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going up top on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Give to the running back. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense. Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed.
Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Still on his feet. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to...
Off he goes! And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The give to the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
To the air, it's Aller. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Going downfield for the big play. Picked off. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Touchdown, Aggie. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Singleton. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Allard. He's got the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Can't get him to the ground. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You can tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to take off. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touch.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting the defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Trying to get to it. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. And see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Defense showing blitz here. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get some.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Here's the handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They knock him down right there. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He'll pull it down and run. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. And the Aggies will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking off. On second down, just keeps firing. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. Because that's one way to ensure there's no return. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Owens. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Going to try to get it himself. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
On the run, it's Owens. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Quickly complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Back to pass, it's Aller. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking for a crease to the left. Makes a man miss. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Power football with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touch.
He's got it down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Owens. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Wide receiver shows motion. Getting some heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Fast motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
There's a lot of strategies to win football games, and there are very intelligent coaches in the game today. I've never seen a field goal attempt on first down. That was a play I am never going to forget, although I wish I could.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Good enough for first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. The offense coughs it up. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And that's a really good example of making the first thing first. What I mean is, you worry about milking the clock? No. How about taking care of the ball?
No doubt. In this 2-minute situation, right, with the game on the line, ball security has just got to be at a premium, and it's mistakes like that that cost you games.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll give it to the back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Running back goes in motion. After run, now throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Throws to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Looking for space. It's Wallace. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Third downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding third down and getting to the quarterback?
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Offense gets set for second down. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Wegman. The sweet feet buy a little time. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He'll come out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. At midfield, he's got room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Fires to the middle. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, we're in the fourth quarter. Everybody's tired, but these big fellas up front, they are still going to work. I know the ball was incomplete, but he had all day to throw that.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, they're down by one possession, trailing here late, guys. They need a completion here. They've thrown 3 straight incomplete. This is the play that all 11 guys on offense have got to lock in.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
How about that 4th quarter tie ball game, and you're still going for it? The onions to be able to do that and call it not rewarded now. The defense is going to have to go out there, step it up, game on the line.
Makes the grab. It's Singleton. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Out of bounds at the 18. First down for the offense.
Defense backed up in this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. Quick pass on the fly motion. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Here comes the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, the only hope is to get a stop and play another round of overtime. So here comes our first play of overtime. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the defender.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to get to him. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Leaves it with the back. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Third down. Any kind of score wins it. They want to make sure they stay in position for their kicker. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the